Hey folks, welcome in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The free to play today is the 9th of June. Thanks for being here. I got kind of wrapped up on my thoughts. Thanks for being here. I hope everything's doing well. Guys, want to start today with there's been so much stupidity surrounding the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm just going to go on the record as saying that I'm going to buy one. Probably, I haven't bought one yet. I probably can get one for Christmas or, maybe next year. But I fully intend to buy one. And I'm going to buy a few games. I bought a few games for the original Switch. I don't know, maybe 10. I'm going to buy a Switch. Probably the $500 bundle with Mario Kart World, and I'll probably buy a couple of games, but I'm waiting for some more third-party games to be announced. But as of yet, there's not been that. But I fully intend to. I understand if you're not okay paying $90, $80. Everybody and their sister seems obsessed with this. And just because Nintendo is the first one to do it, they're getting crapped on. I don't understand what the big deal is. If you want to buy it, if you don't want it, don't buy it. That's simple. That's all I have to say. I'm going to buy one. I'm going to buy a couple games. It's fine.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, aside from that, what's going on? I haven't seen. Now, granted, I just came up here. I've been having normal type day, but I'm looking around and I'm looking for, if I bring up Discord, it's going to take over the screen, and I don't want to do this. But I'm just looking around, and I'm like, is there anything about? Oh, that's perfect. I love when it does that. Hopefully the recorder didn't get that, but if it did, it'll be fine. So, just doing a little real quick search here on Galaxy of Heroes, and of course, there's nothing there but a raid. I'm surprised. I'm still waiting for it. It could be announced tomorrow on the Tuesday. We'll see. What am I expecting? I don't know. I told you yesterday, even though I haven't updated yesterday's videos yet, maybe I'll get to them before midnight. I don't know. But, I think we're easily in the window because Dip and Master Mace are supposed to come out next week, and then, I'm guessing 2 weeks after that is when the next era, the pirate era will begin. And, do I wish it was here right now? No. I mean, guys, I'm not in a hurry to get to the raid. I'm actually annoyed that I'm so worried about these Jedi Vanguard, because I don't want to be concerned with these Jedi Vanguard. I don't want to have to farm them. I don't want to have to maybe farm the Bad Batch, the new Bad Batch, or the new Imperial clone troopers. Why? Because it's just like it's just a waste of time. And I understand why they went to this whole rotating raid thing with when they came out with the what's that thing called? I don't know. My mind's blanking. The worm. I don't know. But I mean, as I've talked about before, I think a little bit with each iteration of these raids, I feel like they've gotten a little bit more and more egregious in, hey, you have to have the newest shiny thing to be effective in the raid. Because I think if you started like back in 2022 or 2021, you're like, okay, I'm able to take anything. But I just feel that where I am, with where I started this account, this account's only around 18 months old. And so, and when it's free to play, and we've been getting after it pretty good the whole time. And pretty soon we're gonna be back down to 1,000 or out of gems, and we're gonna have to save up again, and that's less than ideal, of course. But and I don't want to have to do that, but it's like if I don't do that, I'm just gonna be out of gems. And we're trying to get these characters down. We're trying to get to SLKR. We're trying to get to Executor. We're trying to finish these JV and the Geos and actually start farming actual things other than sort of what we've been. I feel like we sort of what is going on here? I don't know what happened there. Anyway, but yeah, we're trying to get places, and it's having to farm raid requirements makes it hard. How long did this game exist before there were, when there were just the Sarlacc, I mean the Rancor, the tank, and the Sister Everett. How long did that happen in this game? It was a good 6 or 7 years, right? Because they didn't change that recipe until they came up with the Sandworm raid which Jabba came out in 2022, or around the time Jabba came out in 2022. And by that time, this game had already been around for 7 years. So, and now we're approaching, or 6 or 7 years anyway. And so now we're approaching the 10-year anniversary, and we're getting this new temple raid. And we have all of these requirements that are going to be not super free-to-play friendly. I mean, the only thing that's free-to-play friendly is the JV. And that's why we're leaning into the JV. It's not necessarily that I want to, but that I feel that I need to. Because my guilds are going to require something out of them. And granted, I don't, I'm not like a Discord junk game, not even I don't go in there to say hi. I was just like, I'll go in there and I'll check something if we get a ping for it. But other than that, because it's just more time away from making videos, and it's more time away that I have to spend not being with my kids and all the other stuff, all the other balls I got in the air. And I might soon be cutting some of those proverbial juggling balls out of the sky. And it's possible that this may be a casualty. I'm just telling you up front. I don't know that it will, but things are challenging behind the scenes, guys. And I've told you about that, with what we had done before. And it's like, it's just now we're getting into seasons are changing. I don't know if you know stuff, but it's just like everything. Everything only lasts for a season. And, you know, my desire is to do this until they bring Mara Jade into live action, which I don't think will ever happen. And because of that, I have no plans to ever stop doing this. But I'm not the only one involved in anything in my life. I have other people to think about. I have other responsibilities. And I don't know for 100% certainty. And if I knew for certain that things are going to be changing, I would tell you, but I don't have any idea about that right now. But, I definitely think that CG making things harder on free-to players by basically killing off free-to players with all these Lightspeed bundles. And at the beginning, I will admit, the Lightspeed bundles were very tempting, and I bought a lot of them. The ones like right now, I mean, you can ask everybody. I'm sure Cheryl the Whales and all the other people, Calvin and all these people, tell you, oh, this is a great idea, or Sanjita or whoever, they'll all tell you, oh, buy it. Their value's there, guys. I'm just telling you, the value's not there. If you're a person that's buying these Lightspeed bundles at this price, and you're a person that's complaining about the $80 Nintendo Switch games, really? And people are just making all kind of content on this because it's the same. Because the Switch 2 came out last week, or earlier this week, I should say. That's like, it's just like with everything else. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Just like that's the reason I have not bought these Lightspeed bundles, because I don't think the value is there. With the Switch 2, I'm not gonna buy 40 games. I'll buy the system, and I might buy 10 games, all told. So there'll be Mario World, Super Mario Tour World, Super Mario Tour, and 9 others, which will probably cost me somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,300. But we'll have to see. Because, like I said, I'm waiting for more third-party games to be announced or to come out. Because right now the appeal for me is just not there, and I'm waiting for the appeal to be there. Just like with Lightspeed bundles, but not on this account. So anyway, things might be changing. I would definitely tell you if I knew right now if they were. But there's no reason. I mean, there's always reason to be concerned, right? But as of right now, I don't have anything to report. So if things change, I will let you know. But right now, just keep doing our thing. And what we're doing is we just keep getting a little bit more stuff every day. Getting a little closer every day, just like on every other account. That's all you can do at the end of the day. Anyway, I thank you all for being here. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. If you like this video, feel free to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, because I hear it helps. I don't know. As always, God bless. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Hold the line. And remember that I have friends everywhere. Bye.